At Hermosa School, we have Kaci Whitmire. Good morning, Kaci.
Good morning.
And we had enough rain for you yet, or do we need some more?
Hey, as long as kids are able to go outside and play, it's good. But I'm so thankful for all the rain we've been getting.
Have they been running out and getting in the mud and all that good stuff?
Splashing in puddles and having a good time. Yep.
That's great. Well, let's introduce you. Tell us a little bit about yourself and your family.
I'm Kaci Whitmire. I'm from Artesia. My husband is Matt. I have Layton and Tinley that are now both in secondary schools here in Artesia. I'm the principal at Hermosa. I moved over there from Yeso in November to take that position. And so still lots of learning going on.
That's right. So is this your first principal position, or have you been a principal any place else?
I was assistant principal at Yeso.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And then moved over to the principal job. What's that been like?
A learning experience. Lots of challenges, but it's been so much fun. I've enjoyed getting to know all the staff over there. They're amazing. And lots of new faces to get to know, and the parents have been very supportive, and it's a great community over there.
Well, talk about the staff. You mentioned before we went on the air you have a lot of new staff members at...
We do. We have 4 new staff members. I have a new secretary. Her name is Ginger Nielsen. They moved here a year or two ago from El Paso. She also has kids in the district. And then we have Diana Harvey, has moved over from Grand Heights. After 17 years at being at Grand Heights, she came over to Hermosa to change things up and teach our second graders. And then in 3rd grade, we have Brandy Crawford. She moved here from Texas. She's been an awesome addition to our staff. And then we added Corey Saxon as our new PE coach. He came from the junior high. And so, yes, we're glad to have them.
So your staff member that moved from Texas, do they have a Texas accent?
A little bit, yes.
A little bit? Hopefully we don't make too much fun of that, right?
Hey, I've been there before, so I get it.
That's right. A lot of new students this year. Is the student population up, I guess?
I know it is at our school. Mm-hmm. Last year when we ended, we had about 262, 263, and we're about sitting at 300 right now. So about 40 extra new faces at our school building. So it's nice to get to know them, and we're glad to have them.
And like most of the schools in the district, there have been a lot of improvements and upgrades at Hermosa School over the years. Everything all working like it's supposed to, I guess.
Yes, we got a brand new playground last spring break. So with the turf and the Beatree turf, and the kids are loving that. Mm-hmm. And then we also got our gym floor done over the summer. So that's nice and pretty, and they're loving that. And of course, with a new PE coach, he's thinking, wow, this is great. Yeah. But there have been lots of improvements, and we're very, very thankful for the facilities that we have.
Of course, over there at Hermosa, you're in the shadow of the KSVP tower. So that tower you see out the back there, that's where the signal's coming from.
Well, there you go. Yeah. All right.
So it's either good or we're interfering with things over there. I'm not sure.
No, I didn't really notice, so I guess you're not interfering at all.
Well, that's good. That's good. Mm-hmm. One of the annual events that takes place at Hermosa is the Spirit Run, and are we doing one this year?
We are. So last year we did it as well, and it's really our only fundraiser. It's our largest, of course. I don't even know how many years they've been doing it. Last year, I think we ended up raising about $22,000 for our students.
That's a lot.
Yes, and I don't know if that was the most, my understanding, that we've ever raised. I don't know if COVID not doing it a couple of years and then having that opportunity again, but we are planning on doing it again, where it's going to be October 7th. Mm-hmm. So kids they're already working on getting permission slip signed, so they're going to be getting out into the community in the next couple of weeks and asking for those pledges and donations for their laps that they're going to be running. So last year, my first day, they said, hey, you got the job at Hermosa. Tomorrow is the Spirit Run. You might want to come over. And so that was my first experience there at the school, and it was an awesome opportunity. I didn't go to elementary school here, but my brothers and sisters, they went to school there, and I remember them talking about the Spirit Run, and so I know it's been going on for a long time. But it was so much fun to just see the community involvement, and you've got, music playing, and the kids just had a blast.
Yeah.
And so we've kind of changed it up a little bit last year. So depending on how much money they raise, it kind of goes in tiers, and then they earn prizes for along the way. And we've kind of moved away from stuff. Like, there's still going to be some little stuff, but we're trying to do more experience-based prizes for the kids this year.
Okay. So what does that mean?
So instead of like getting a pencil bag or a T-shirt, we are still going to do a few of those things, but we've booked the Ocotillo Theater to do a movie showing there.
Okay.
We're going to go to the bowling alley as one of the prizes if they've earned it. And then for like the higher end of their sales, we're doing like a family 4-pack of tickets to the football game, and then we're planning on getting like aquatics pass tickets too, so that they can go do those fun activities in our community with their family.
That's great. I'm sure those will be very much sought after, and
I hope so. We're excited about it.
so the kids during this event, they walk or run the track behind the school?
It's kind of up to them. They do get flat donations, but some of them get donations like a quarter for every lap or $1 for every lap. So some of them that know that, they are really trying to get those laps in. So they have about 15 minutes, I think, on the track. And they just try to get in as many laps as they can. And then, of course, there's always the bragging rights of, well, I had the most laps this year or whatever, especially with our older students.
Yep.
But some of them just choose to walk, and that's fine too.
Yeah, and hopefully the weather will cooperate. Sometimes it's cold, sometimes it's very, very nice.
Right. Last year we were very fortunate. It was a nice day, and we had parents donate oranges and bottled water, and the kids just loved being outside and participating in all of that.
Yeah, so that's coming up October 7. So what day of the week is October?
That's a Friday.
That's a Friday, okay. So if you see some Hermosa kiddos running around with pledge forms, go ahead and sign and encourage them to get out and walk or run or do whatever it is that they want to do that day.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, I learned something new earlier when we had the cafeteria folks in.
Okay.
That the lunches are actually prepared in each of the school's cafeterias. So do you have a pretty good cafeteria staff there at Hermosa?
Our staff is awesome. We have 3 ladies that they are so great to our kiddos. They're always willing to jump in there and help out and make sure that our kids get what they need.
Yeah, so that's pretty good. Does the staff eat in the lunchroom too, hopefully?
Several of us do. I'm usually out on the playground for lunch duty, but it's pretty common that, especially me and the secretary, we walk through there and get us a tray. And I had red enchiladas on Monday. They were excellent. So, yes, we will go through there and get a meal as well occasionally.
That's great. So now that you're a principal, which I think I remembered how to spell it correctly. See,
there you go. Yep.
With the PAL.
Yep. You gotta be
the principle of being a principal. There's a sentence for you. Do you have any goals, any objectives of what you'd like to do as principal of the school now?
I think my biggest goal is I just want that campus, and I want it to be a warm, inviting place. I want the staff to wake up every morning and they're excited to go to school. I want kids to be happy to be there. And there's just certain schools that when you walk in, they just have that feel of, amazing things happen here. And that is the environment that I would love to create and be a part of.
Yeah. How did the open house go?
It was good. We had quite a few people. We started out in the gym and kind of went through some basics, and then they went into the classrooms, and we had a good turnout. Got to meet some of the parents that are new to our school, and it was a good turnout.
Yeah. With everything that's in the news around the rest of the country, you often wonder, what is the parental participation in Artesia? I know it's encouraged, and hopefully that will continue. Hopefully you'll have a lot of parents that are actively involved in the process, right?
Yes. Yeah.
You've got a PTO for that school as well?
We do, and PTO is really the main driving force behind the Spirit Run. It goes through all of that. They meet once a month. It's the first Tuesday of each month. They are so willing to jump in and just do whatever's needed. All the money that they raise from the Spirit Run goes back to the kids. It's used for field trips, to pay for the buses, and then, I mean, of course, you have to pay for all of those experiences that we said we want to provide to the kiddos.
Yeah.
But our PTO is amazing. They do things that I don't even think of. You know, they showed up on St. Patrick's Day, and I'm like, what are y'all doing? And they were there to do green juice for the kids on St. Patrick's Day, and they're just always looking for fun ways to make school a welcoming, fun place where kids want to be.
That's good. So the Spirit Run is obviously the big event. Do you are you looking, or is the PTO looking for some experiences to be donated, or have you pretty well lined everything up that you need?
We are always up for donations. We can factor that in anywhere that it would be possible, but we've kind of got some ideas going, but we'd still be open to other possibilities.
All right. So if anybody wants to ask or inquire or make some suggestions, they can give you a call.
Absolutely, yes.
School. Well, that's great. Well, what else do we need to talk about? Anything else? What is the mascot for Hermosa?
We are the Super Kids.
The Super Kids.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So my understanding is they've been the Super Kids for about 40 years or so. I found out last year that I think at one point they were the Bobcats.
Really?
Before the Super Kids.
Wow.
Yes.
I think we like Super Kids better, right?
It's pretty fun. Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
Bobcats. That sounds like another school.
It does. It does. And, you know, it's fun that there's not any other Super Kids. I'm kind of trying to get away from the Bulldog theme with Super Kids, because I really want there to be that distinction when they go to Zia, that they are beginning that Bulldog tradition. So if you see our t-shirts and stuff this year, we're going back, kind of throwing it back to old school Hermosa Super Kids shirts.
Okay.
We're going back to the star.
Okay.
And so we've ordered new shirts. Those should be in the next couple of weeks. Going back to just the traditional. I had a teacher walk in the other day that had been there years and years ago, and she said, "Oh, I love those shirts. I would wear one of those. They just remind me of when I used to teach here."
Yeah.
And so we're kind of going back to a traditional look, and moving away a little bit from all the orange and the Bulldog influence, so that they have their own identity as an elementary school.
Right.
And that when they get to go to Zia, it's something new and exciting, just the way that it should be.
Yeah. That's good. So the Hermosa Super Kids.
Yes.
And bringing back the original, or not the original, but the traditional logo. Anything else, Kaci?
I think that's about it.
All right. Kaci Whitmire, new principal at Hermosa School. Thanks so much for coming in and talking with us today.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. And good luck with the Spirit Run. And that'll be on Friday, October 7th. That's just a couple of weeks. Well, a little over a month away. So
yeah, they'll be raising money most of the month of September.
Okay, so be looking for those sign up forms and sign up.
Absolutely, we appreciate it.
All right, thanks a lot.
Thank you.